Our ibadat is not ibadat, our business is not business, our nikah is not nikah. Why? Because we have not recognized who is Allah. When sin will prevail, when zina will become arm, when the flagrant violation of the orders of Allah will take place openly, then Allah doesn't send down some parchi. No malaika is sent down to stand on the various streets and to stand on the various roads with the announcement that, O Ummah of Muhammad Sallallaahu Álayhi Wasallam, you are gone off the track. There's too much zina. There's too much gambling. There's too much disobedience of Allah. You have made this dunya your object and you have forgotten about the deen of Allah. No angel comes down with an announcement. No caller calls out from the heavens that Allah is angry with you. But the conditions are turned against us. Robbery, looting, murder, massacre on a mass scale. These are there so that our eyes open. Allah doesn't send down a piece of paper that you are gone too far away. Inni إذا أطعت رضيت وإذا رضيت باركت وليس لبركتي نهاية. Allah says, when I am obeyed, then I become happy. And when I become happy, I send down my barakat and my blessings. وَلَيْسَ لِبَرَكَتِي نِهَايَةٍ. And there is no limit to my blessings. The time of Isa alayhi salam, when he will come back, just before Qiyamah, at the time when it will only be believers on this earth, only those who are obedient to Allah, that band that is with Isa alayhi salam. From one pomegranate, a whole family will eat for 1 month. لَيْسَ لِبَرَكَتِي نِهَايَةٍ. There is no limit to my blessings. وَإِنِّي إِذَا عُصِيتُ غَضِبْتُ. And when I am disobeyed, then I become angry. وَإِذَا غَضِبْتُ لَعَنْتُ. And when I become angry, then I send down my lanat and my curses. Trials, tribulations, hardships. The hearts of man are between the control, is in the control of Allah. إن قلوب بني آدم بين أصبعين من أصابع الرحمن يقلبهما كيف يشاء. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that the hearts of man are between 2 fingers of the fingers of Rahman. He will turn these hearts in whatever direction He wants. Our problem does not lie with the government. Our problem does not lie with science and technology or educational institutions or lack of means. जिसने अपने ताल्लुक Allah के साथ सही किया, Allah उसके ताल्लुक सारे मखलूक के साथ सही करेंगे. The one who has corrected his relationship with Allah, Allah will correct his relationship with the entire creation. ये सबसे बड़ी बीमारी है भाई. This is the greatest sickness, this is the greatest malady, whether it's a namazi or whether it's a benamazi. No matter who it may be, the sickness that has taken each and every one of us is that if the asbab and the means are there, then we have itminan that I can do my work. The fikr to bring Allah with us is not there. Even the namazi also. My pocket is full, my work can get done. When I have asked and cried in front of Allah, there is no itminan, there is no contentment that my work will get done. This sickness and this malady, every Nabi of Allah came to take out of the Ummahs. That La ilaha illallah, it is not your wealth, it's not governments, it's not armies, it's not technologies, it is Allah that is doing. Please, your Allah, your dunya is made, your qabr is made, your akhirat is made. We hear that I'lan. So many times we've heard it. Sometimes now, even while the poor brother is giving it halfway, we wake up and start walking away. We don't even have this much adab, at least to hear him out. But that is the root. Listen, my success, your success, my safety, your safety, my security, your security, my peace of mind, your peace of mind, my prosperity, your prosperity, and the whole mankind's safety, security, prosperity, peace of mind, whether in this world, or whether in the qabr, or whether in the everlasting life of the hereafter, lies in one and one thing only: obey Allah. Obey Allah. Make sujood in front of Allah. Let Allah become matloob. Let Allah become maqsood. Allah has to become the goal. Allah has to become the direction. This entire creation is in sujood in front of Allah. Kullun qad alima salatahu wa tasbiha. Allah says the heavens and the earth, everything knows its salah and knows its tasbih. It is in salah in front of Allah. The trees are in qiyam in front of Allah. The mountains are in tashahud in front of Allah. The animals are in ruku in front of Allah. The crawling animals are in sajda in front of Allah. Alam tara أن الله يسجد له من في السماوات ومن في الأرض. Listen, don't you see that everything in the heavens and everything in this earth is in sujood in front of Allah? It is in salah in front of Allah. It is praising Allah. يسبح له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده ولكن لا تفقهون تسبيحهم. Everything is glorifying Allah. You, O insan, you also go into sujood in front of Allah. Let Allah become the qibla, my qibla and the qibla of the whole mankind. We met Bosnians. This is for ibrat. With tears in their eyes, they would tell us that we lived next to the Serbs, this Muslim Bosnian, and that Serb next door. When it was nikah in his house, it was like nikah in my house, that close we were. When it was my child's birthday, it was like his own child's birthday. And yet overnight, that person who was living in my house, and I was living in his house, overnight his heart is filled with such hatred that he cannot stand to see me alive. 180,000 Muslims massacred out of enmity and hatred. They lived with each another. Where did that hatred come from? When I am disobeyed, then I become angry. When I become angry, my lanat and my curses descend. Abu Dawud Sharif riwayat, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, Hadith Qudsi, that Allah says to you, Ana Allah, La ilaha illa ana. I am Allah. There is no deity, no partner with me. Make sujood in front of your Allah. Finish yourself for your Allah. La ilaha illa ana. Malikul muluk wa malikul muluk. I am the king of every king. I am the king. I am the ruler. I am the sovereign. There is no force, no system on this earth without the system of Allah. Innal quwwata lillahi jami'a. Power, advancement belongs to Allah. Malikul muluk wa malikul muluk. Qulubul muluki fi yadi. The hearts of your rulers are in my control. Circumstances are in my control. Conditions are in my control. Innal ibada idha ata'uni hawaltu quluba mulukihim alayhim birra'fati warrahma. When my slaves will obey me, when dindari will prevail, when obedience to the orders of Allah will come alive, then this whole creation will benefit. Allah says, I will turn the hearts of your rulers towards you. I will turn the conditions in your favor with kindness and with mercy. وَإِنَّ الْعِبَادَ إِذَا عَصَوْنِي. And when my slaves will disobey me, when flagrantly and openly the orders of Allah will be violated. Open up our eyes, my respected brothers. Which order of Allah is not being broken? Don't have to look left, don't have to look right. Our own hands are dripping with the blood. We are the ones who have murdered the orders of Allah.